Hey everybody, welcome back to the 7 Days of Self-Care Challenge for Educators. My name is Rochelle Archer. I'm with Artful Leadership Coaching and Consulting, and I'm super glad that you've joined us for another day of the challenge. Today we're going to be talking about the body and what it really means to tend to our body and listen to our body and care for it. And there are a couple of traditions that I think are interesting to talk about. In some spiritual traditions, there's a talk about the body being a temple as a sort of sacred place that carries our spirit and our purpose and our connection to the divine, our higher power. And I love that tradition. And another tradition I also love is looking at our body as our home, as a place that we come back to, where we belong, where we experience joy and peace and rest and pleasure and inspiration and energy, and also connection to others. And I think that's a really important perspective to take on. It's like, how can our body really be our home and a safe place for us to come home to? In this age of spending so much time on Zoom and on the internet, I'm reminded of something that Sir Ken Robinson said in his most watched TED Talk. And he talked about how a lot of times in our culture, we look at our bodies as kind of like the thing that carries our brains around, and like our whole existence is about our brain and our head. And it feels like that a lot when we're on Zoom, right? And we're just like, everything is right here. And I want us to think about, how can we step back and how can we start to kind of come home to our whole body and recognize our whole body and understand that our body is a super highway of information that's connected to our brain. And there's a whole dialogue happening between our gut and our brain and our hearts and our brains all the time. There's a really important exchange of information about our well-being, about our emotional regulation, about our stress responses, about our quality of our sleep and our food and all those things that are really important. So today what we're going to do is we're going to learn a little body scan technique. So I would like you to find a quiet place where you can do this scan of your body. You can do it standing, you can do it sitting, you could do it lying down if you're in a time where you can really relax for a little bit. But I want you to find that place and get grounded in that place. And take a moment to put your hand on your heart and your other hand on your belly, and take a nice big breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And if you feel comfortable, you can gently close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you're bringing your attention inside of your body. And I don't know if you ever watched the Magic School Bus, but they would go inside the body and look around. And you're going to be kind of like them. You're going to go inside the Magic School Bus and look around inside of your body and notice what is going on. And let's start kind of going through our eyes and notice what's going on with our eyes. Are they sore? Are they tired? What's going on inside of our skull, in our jaw? Do we see tight areas? Do we see warm things going on? And what are the temperatures and the sensations? And then we're going to move our awareness down through our neck and our shoulders, and what do we notice about what's happening in those parts of our bodies after we're sitting there on Zoom all day. And then go through your heart and take a look at what's happening in there. Does it feel tight? Does it feel warm? Does it feel disconnected? Is it full of feeling that have not been expressed? And when we go down through our lungs and our guts, and like, what do we see down in there? And then take it through our groin and our backside. And just take a look at what's happening in the bones and hip joints. And you can also go down through your legs and through your knees, through your shins and your calves and your feet, and take a look inside of all those little bones and tendons in your feet. And then turn back around and come back up through your legs and through your gut and your lungs and your chest. And take a look through your arms, what's going on through your arms and your joints and your shoulders and your elbows and your wrists. And are your fingers tight and sore from being on your iPhone too much, like mine? And bring your awareness back up through your heart and your chest and back up through your jaw and your mind. And just take note of what you noticed inside your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes gently and just take note. Like, what is my body telling me today? And what would it look like for me to respond to what it needs today? Is it telling me that it needs to stretch? Is it telling me it needs to sleep? Is it telling me it needs sunshine, movement, hydration, healthy foods? What does it need? And comment below what you noticed when you did your body scan, and what's something that you commit to doing today to tend to some part of your body that needs a little bit more attention. Have a wonderful day. Take good care of yourself. You are so worth it. Grab a friend to join this work with you and comment below, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 4 of the 7 Days of Self-Care Challenge for Educators. Have a great day. Bye.